Hello and blessings to you today. My name is Chaplain Patty Jenkins. I'm a family life chaplain with the 63rd Readiness Division. One of my favorite authors is Anne Lamott. She hit rock bottom with alcoholism and disordered eating, and there at the bottom was where her faith began. One of her realizations is that there are really only three prayers: help, thanks, and wow. The only prayer I would add is, I'm going to be quiet now and pay attention. I spoke about the first prayer, help, in an earlier video, and today I want to say a few words about the second, thanks. Thanks is the forgotten prayer. I remember the first time I received a personal thank you note. I had friends over for dinner at my apartment, a couple from church, and I remember struggling to get dinner actually on the table. The spinach pesto was jamming my cheap blender. The pasta spilled into the sink because I'm trying to drain it. It was not the grown-up dinner with friends that I was picturing. But a few days later, I received a handwritten thank you note from my guests. And all those times that my mother stood over me to write a 3-sentence thank you to Grandma for my Christmas pajamas, I finally understood the value of a thank you. In the book of Luke, there is a story of Jesus healing 10 lepers who had cried out to him for help. He told them to go and show themselves to the priest so the priest could declare them clean and they could show what Jesus had done. And as they were going was when they realized that their bodies were being restored. And of the 10, one came back and thanked Jesus. Now, Jesus did not zap the other 9 and take back their healing, but it was a missed opportunity for them to share a joy with him. MRT teaches us to hunt the good stuff. Not only is thankfulness a mindset that builds up body and spirit that is gleefully contagious in families and groups, that encourages our families and co-workers, thanks is the prayer that circles back to God, the giver of every good and perfect gift. Anne Lamott writes, gratitude begins in our hearts and then dovetails into behavior. It almost always makes you willing to be of service, which is where joy resides. It means that you are willing to stop being such a jerk. When you are aware of all that has been given to you in your lifetime and in the past few days, it's hard not to be humbled and pleased to give it back. Who can sincerely thank their child for closing the door quietly without also thanking God for the child? When you can sincerely thank your colleague for helping you, then you are thankful for having a good colleague, and you want to be a better colleague. Circling back to God for caring about you, for the struggles that made you more compassionate, for the warm and filling breakfast maybe you enjoyed today, it isn't about checking a box so you don't get zapped. Thanks is another pathway to joyful connection. May you pause long enough to notice something good in your life that you know is a gift. Take a moment to savor it and say thanks.